Well, all right. Good night, everybody. I believe it's about that time, and we want to make full proof of our time tonight here on this Wednesday night opportunity that we have to come for a time of empowerment, a time of training, and of course, I wanted to take this opportunity this evening just to share some very, very important things with those of you who are a part of our team here at Team Eagle. I believe that this is our season to succeed, but we want to succeed on purpose. By that, I mean that it's not going to be accidental or incidental, but we're going to have to be very intentional about what we do, very strategic to make sure that we are doing all the right things in order for us to succeed in this TLC journey. Well, today is Wednesday. Of course, tomorrow is our cutoff day. And so I pray that you have been having a great week so far. I pray that you've been experiencing productivity in your TLC business and in those things that, we are about here in total life changes. Now, tonight, I wanted to get right into it because there are several things that I want to talk to you about. I want to share with you as a team that I believe is very, very important for us to win in this season. And so as we begin this call tonight, one of the things that we have been doing with quite a few of you has been re-engaging many of our IBOs with what it is that's required for us to excel in this business. Now, for some of you, you have been in Total Life Changes now, and you have experienced maybe some levels of success. Maybe for some others of you, you've had some challenges with your business. But what we want to do in this month of August is we want to make the adjustments. We want to make sure that we come in alignment as we ought to, so that we would be able to experience the success that we ought to, that we all desire to experience in this business. And so there's several things that I think is very, very important for us to ensure that we are going to make sure and have a winning 90-day run beginning this and going into September. Now, one of the things that I've found out about this business is that we are right at what is considered to be one of the best times, one of the most strategic times in order for us to succeed. And that is in this window, this 90-day window, beginning August and heading into September straight through to November. And so I want to ensure that all of you are positioned where you need to be in order for you to succeed, to excel, and to do well in Total Life Changes here, in particular as a part of Team Eagle. Now, of course, some of you, the first thing that is very, very important is that you become active again. Some of you have allowed your auto ship maybe to collapse, maybe for one reason or another, whatever your reason may be. But I want to make sure that if you're going to get the maximum benefit out of what we can, out of the compensation plan, it's important for you to make sure, regulate your auto ship and get your auto ship active once again. Now, you can do that if you are an IBO with us at this time, then automatically you can do that with a simple a 4-pack of tea. Can get you active again and back where you need to be. For others of you, I know over the last several weeks, there are others of you that have becoming binary qualified. That's very, very important for you to be binary qualified. And so all that means for those of you who are just new to Total Life Changes is that for you to be binary qualified, it means that at this time, you should have introduced to Total Life Changes. Basically, as you retail, as you share the products, your experiences, being a product of the product, and as you share that with your family, with your friends, with people that you meet everywhere, that ought to be able by now, hopefully you would have been able to have gotten 2 persons to what we call your binary, or to be for you to become binary qualified. And so again, we ask that if you haven't, that you make that your first priority. You make that your first priority, that you introduce 2 persons to your TLC company that will be a part of the beginning of your TLC test. So to become binary qualified, what that does is it positions you for the 3rd part of the compensation plan. Of course, you know, in our company, we make money 5 ways. The first way is retail sales. The second way we make money is through our fast start bonus when we recruit persons into our business. And then the 3rd way is through the binary compensation, and we get compensated based on first and foremost active, that we have an active auto ship, and then secondly that we are binary qualified, meaning that we have introduced 2 persons to the business thus far. Very, very important. Now, once you become binary qualified, the sky is the limit, because of course, as you know, not only are you building, are doing team building, but your upline and all those who are part of your structure, your binary structure, there is activity constantly going on that's going to help to generate binary pay for you. Now, of course, I don't want to give any misleading information. Your responsibility, and I'm going to talk about that in a moment. It's really your responsibility to ensure whatever it is that you desire to do in the binary, whatever income you desire to make, it's in the power of your hands. And that's one of the phenomenal things about this business. Nobody determines your success, but it is really in the power of your hand. All right. And so again, and I'm receiving a message. Some of you are trying to log on, and so I pray that you would join us as we continue this training tonight. Again, being binary qualified is very, very important for you to be able to succeed, because that's going to be the channel through which you're going to tap into not only your efforts, but the efforts of the entire team that you are a part of. Now, let me talk about this, because again, one of the reasons why many persons do not benefit from the binary is simply because they allow their auto ship to collapse. By that I mean there are some of you that are viewing this webinar, this training, and the fact of the matter is you got started into the business because your upline introduced you to TLC, and maybe at a meeting or a one-on-one confrontation, you joined the business, you decided to become a part of what we're doing, and we're excited to have you. Some of you would, in order for you to become a part of the business, in order for you to tap into and for you to be enrolled, you did not do that with a personal Visa card, but you gave your upline, or the person who was doing the presentation or who introduced you to the business, you paid them cash. Now, what they did was they went and they either placed that cash on their card or on the card that they would use, and then they went online and they registered you into the system. Now, one of the things that I want to say tonight for those persons that are serious about this business called Total Life Changes is that you're going to have to take ownership now. You're going to have to take ownership. This is your business. Basically, you're building an empire. It is your empire. It does not belong to your upline. It does not belong to your team members, but it belongs solely to you. And you're going to have to take responsibility for that, and you're going to have to be responsible with that. And so one of the things that we have done in order to try to help some persons who are having challenges with their auto ship because of the fact that maybe you either do not have a credit card, or secondly, because the credit card that you have, maybe there's some other expenditures, some other items that is going on with that you don't want to use that particular credit card for your auto ship. And so what I want to encourage you to do, we have forged a wonderful relationship. Bank of the Bahamas, one of our banks here locally in Nassau and in some of the islands, they have what is called a prepaid debit Visa card, a prepaid debit Visa card. And it looks something just like this. I made a copy of it, and this is a little handout that I give to some of the persons who are new to the team. This is a part that I'm making of the welcome kit for Team Eagle, for those persons who are part of our, who become a part of our team. And one of the reasons why I'm recommending this card, not because we're personally gaining from you utilizing this card, but it is beneficial. And I believe that if you're going to seriously advance in total life changes, you're going to have a Visa card that you're able to use in order to place your orders, in order to maintain your ordership. That is very, very important. And so again, Bank of the Bahamas has a prepaid debit Visa card, which means that all you have to do, the requirements, I'm going to read them off for you. For you to one of these cards is simply to complete a BOB prepaid debit Visa card application form. That's the first thing that you need to do. The second thing you need to do is bring them a copy of your Bahamian passport and your national insurance card. And then thirdly, if you would provide them with a utility bill that's less than 6 months old, what that will do is it will allow for you to be able to validate your present address. That's all they really want to do with that. So the card itself, you don't have to qualify for it. Everybody is eligible to get a card. You don't have to worry about being declined or turned down. It's nothing of that particular sort. When you sign up, there's a $37.50 fee that you will have to pay. It's just a one-time annual fee that you pay. It's an annual fee that you pay once a year for the card and for the usage of the card. And if you are not a Bank of the Bahamas client at this particular time, I've got great news for you, because for non-Bank of the Bahamas clients, if you bank with other banks and you've never opened an account with Bank of the Bahamas, then what they are prepared to do is they're prepared to waive that $37.50 charge, and it's going to be free for 1 year. And then after, when you come to renew it, you will have to pay the $37.50. And so I think this is just an excellent, phenomenal deal. Okay, some persons are telling me that they're having a little challenge getting on the link. I don't know what's going on, but let me just see what's happening. And so I hate to pause here, but I'm just pausing to make sure that those persons who want to join us on this training tonight are able to do it. And so I'm just checking to see what's happening here with our persons who want to be a part of this training. All right, wonderful. Yeah, we are streaming live at this particular time, and okay, but I'm going to continue, and I'll try to assist them as best as possible. And so the prepaid card, now here's some of the advantages with this particular prepaid card, and this is why, to me, this is so very, very important. First of all, did you know that with this prepaid card, this is the only bank that affords you the ability to do that, that you can go to an ATM, any BOB ATM, 24 hours a day, and you can reload your prepaid card. That's absolutely phenomenal. And I want you to know, I have one of these cards. I use these, I mean, really for my TLC business. I use these to manage my TLC accounts, and it is just absolutely phenomenal because one of the pressures that I do not experience is having to rush to catch the bank between 3 or 4 o'clock in order for me to do my TLC business, because that's not always convenient for me. But one of the things that I can do with my Bank of the Bahamas prepaid debit Visa card is I can go whenever I'm on my way home. I can stop to any Bank of the Bahamas branch. I can go to the ATM, and I can stick in my card. I can make a deposit right there at the ATM. And here's another additional point to that. Do you know that the minute you load that cash, you can make a cash deposit. The minute you load that cash into your card, it is available on your Visa card for use. I'm talking about no wait time, nothing of that sort. There is now a $2 fee for you to use the ATM, which is, I mean, it used to be free, but everything is changing nowadays. It's a $2 fee to load to make that deposit. But again, that's cheaper than any of the other companies or banks around that are doing the similar services. And so you make that deposit, and the monies are there and available for you to use right away in your TLC business. So again, there's no credit checks to qualify, immediate approval for this card. The card is accepted at 25 million locations around the world. Anywhere where there is a Visa card logo, you can use the Bank of the Bahamas prepaid Visa debit card, which means that your card is not just something that you're going to be using here locally, but your card is something that you can use internationally. I'm talking about whether you're using this in the United States, whether you're using it somewhere else around the world. You can take this SIM card and you can use it anywhere around the world, as well as you can use it for your online business, which TLC is one of those. And again, because there are ATMs all over the world that have the Visa card logo, I would say well over 25 million. That means that you can do an ATM withdrawal with this card. And so again, I don't want to belabor the point, but the point that I'm making here is that it's going to be very, very important for those persons that are serious now about doing this business called Total Life Changes. It's going to be very, very important now for you to go ahead and make sure that you have all the tools that you need in order to be effective in your Total Life Changes business. It's very, very important. There is no business that you're going to succeed in without the right tools. You're going to have the right tools in order for you to succeed. And so again, if you need more information about that, just send me your email, excuse me, and request the Bank of the Bahamas information. I'll email that out to you, but you can walk into any Bank of the Bahamas branch and they will give you the same information. All right. Next, I want to share with you that we have revised our TLC suggested price list. I do have it now. We have revised this recently. Total Life Changes did make a slight adjustment to the cost of some of our products, and we did go ahead and we revised and amended our suggested price list to reflect all of the changes that are now relevant to us. And then we have also added something special that I believe for all of our team members is something that will come in handy. We have here, I created here a one-page flyer that has images of all of our products. But not only does it have images of all of our products, it also has those suggested retail prices on that. Now, let me just explain this for a moment. On this first page that I showed you, this is an Excel spreadsheet that I have here. On this particular page, it has the name of the product, it has the volume that each product is worth. It also has the order price that we pay from Total Life Changes, our wholesale price, have the landed price, which is usually is a estimate price, factoring in shipping and handling, all of the VAT taxing and everything else that you'll need to pay. So this is a landed price to make sure that you understand what your product, the landed cost for your product. And then in the last column, it has the retail price. Now, the retail prices are just suggestions. Of course, we try to standardize our pricing so that it's not a situation where we're trying to, where for new persons that are coming in the business, they will have an understanding of where they need to be in terms of pricing these products. Now, I mean, if you price the product over the prices that we put here, the challenge that you may face is that if persons who become your customers, if they find out that they can purchase products at a less expensive price elsewhere, then they're going to go ahead and do that. All right. But so we just try to keep it standardized, but there is no law to this. You have the landed price. And so if you want to give a discount on your product or run some type of special, I'm getting ready to run a special for the month of September with some of these product items to try to boost sales. If you want to do that, then again, that's why I provide you with this price list, so that you would have it, so that you would know just how deep you can cut into whatever profit margin it is that you are trying or seeking to try to make off of your products. All right. And so again, that's available to you. This is a nice, again, colored brochure. It's back and front, and it has most of the TLC products. In particular, definitely the ones that are most popular that are here, and the prices that have been worked out for you already. Again, if you send me your email, they are all available to you, and you can have them at your leisure. Let me talk to you as we prepare now. In our team, we're basically on what we consider to be a 90-day run at this particular time. And this 90-day run is a spurt of 3 months that we are putting our shoulder to the wheel, and we are setting things in order for us to succeed. Now, I just need to say this because I don't personally know who all is watching this at this very moment, which means that I do not know your motivation or your why as to what drew you into this company. I believe that for most of you that are watching, you're watching because you saw Total Life Changes as not just an opportunity for you to put your hand on some phenomenal products. And when we do opportunity calls, usually we share details about the products. I'm not going to be doing that tonight. This is really a training webinar. But again, some phenomenal products that just benefit us health-wise, help us to live healthier, more wholesome lives. But for those of you that are part of this particular broadcast, I believe that you are part of this broadcast because of the fact that you are also impressed with the compensation plan that we have at Total Life Changes. Now, in case you have not heard, we have the #1 compensation plan in the MLM industry at this particular time. There's no other network marketing company that has a better plan than we do in terms of compensation to our independent business owners at this particular time. But again, you have to make sure that you are positioned to take advantage of this #1 plan. And so there's several things that we want to do. We spoke earlier in this particular webinar. We talked about the importance of maintaining an active auto ship. I've been suggesting to my team that to make it, just set it at 120 points value and forget it, because all of the ranks that you can aspire to achieve in Total Life Changes at the high rank only requires a minimum point auto ship of 120. And so for those of you that are very serious, and I know I have some persons who are really emerging and you are very, very serious about this business. For those of you about this business, I want to encourage you to set your auto ship. Find 3 products that you probably personally use. Find 3 of the products, and if you are serious about this business, I know that you are a personal user of our products, because one of the first principles we teach is the importance of being a product of the product. All right, because you do know that facts tell, but stories sell. In other words, if you're just bombarding people with facts about our products, I'm not sure how far that's going to take you. However, if you go ahead and you are a product of the products, first of all, you will have a testimony that many persons, instead of you having to go to them to tell them about the products, I promise you, they're going to start coming to you. All you got to do is start drinking some of our phenomenal tea, start losing a little bit of weight, and everybody at work, everybody in your family, the first question they're going to ask you is, what are you doing to lose that weight? Is that not just a gimme? I mean, that's just an open door for you to share about our phenomenal product. And of course, for all of us, we begin with the ISOT. Some of you may be using the Resolution, the NRG. You may be using the Tachui like I am. You may be using the NutriBurst and some of the other products, and all that's phenomenal. But again, by what is being experienced in your own body, you will have a testimony to share. You will have a story to tell others about your total life changes experience. And so I want to talk to you tonight. I want to say several things to you as we move forward in this particular training, because as we were in Atlanta recently, and I tell you, we had a phenomenal gathering just recently in Atlanta, Georgia. All of our IBOs came from all around the world. And I tell you, if you have never been to one of our Total Life Changes events, it is a must. We're going to be in Houston, Texas, in the month of February in 2017. You just have to plan now to be there. I don't care what you've got to do. Get your calendar straight, get your schedule together, and plan now to join us in February of 2017 in Houston, Texas. It is going to be absolutely awesome. I believe it. And this last conference in Atlanta, we had some awesome presenters. It was an awesome time of training, absolutely phenomenal. And I want to share some things, just a few nuggets from one of the trainings that we shared in, a training that was done by one of our global ambassadors now, Mr. Global Ambassador Jeff Simpson. He shared some points that I believe are so germane and so very important for us to stay in focus with if we're going to experience the kind of success in total life changes that we desire to experience. First of all, one of the things that he shared was the fact that in our company, when you register, when you enroll, when you are sponsored into this company, you become what we call an IBO, which stands for an independent business owner. Let me say that again. When you're sponsored into this company, when you register to become a part of this company, to take on the business aspect of this company, when you move from the place of just being a user, of just being a customer of Total Life Changes, but you decide that you really want to do this as a business, you see that you can make residual income through this experience, you become what we call or an independent business owner. Now, let me take each one of those words and make some germane and very powerful points about what that really means for each and every one of us. First of all, let's look at that word independent. Think about being independent. This means that we have to take ownership for our business. It is an absolute must that we take ownership for our TLC business. You know, so often I hear persons, and even though we don't have that complaint here in TLC Team Eagle, because I always try to serve all of our team with the level of excellence and to the best of my ability. But yet still, one of the things that I believe is so very important for us to understand and to remember is that we are independent business owners, which means that even if your upline, if I'm not available or you can't reach anyone in your upline, you are an independent business owner. You have to take stock for your business. There's nobody that's going to make your business succeed. The success of your business is really in your hands. And it's very, very important for you to take it seriously and to take it personally, and to take the initiative to do whatever you need to do. If you would open any other business, rented a place, and you wanted to renovate that place for the business that you're about to do, you couldn't just expect somebody who says they're going to support your business, somebody who shared the vision with you for that business. If you started a business of your own and you're an independent business owner, that means that you would have to take responsibility for every aspect of that business. And I believe it's important for those of you who are part of our Team Eagle, to make sure and have that mindset. Never get into that mindset of dependency, of where we're always looking for somebody to be able to do for us what needs to be done in our business. No, you're fighting to become independent. You're working to become independent. You want to be able to do your own presentations. You want to be able at some point to do what I'm doing right now and do your own trainings, maybe do your own webinars, maybe help to equip and empower those persons who become a part of your team. That's absolutely the entire idea, because what we want to do is to duplicate ourselves as often as we can, and that's what's going to take us to success. And so if we're going to break this cycle of dependency, it has to begin with each one of us. All right. And so we're going to have to take ownership of our business. We are a part of an industry that's called network marketing. Let's look at that. Network marketing. First of all, that means then that we're not making an individual effort. Even though we're independent, we're not on our own. Let me help you with that. As an independent business owner with Total Life Changes, you're never going to have to worry about shipping to your customers. You're never going to have to worry about, the warehouse for the inventory, even though you should have your own personal inventory. But I'm talking about, you don't have to manage the warehouse. You don't have to set up your own headquarter business to manage the Total Life Changes. No, all you've got to do is manage your product and your customers. Isn't that awesome? All of the work of the small business has been taken out of it from us. And all of the shipping and handling, Total Life Changes is going to do all of that for you. They're going to continue to provide you with what you need to excel, continuing to upgrade the back office for you to be able to manage your business, and just so many other things that Total Life Changes does for you, which means that we're not, this is not a fishing line business, but we're a part of a net. All right, which means that they're intersecting lines. If you understand a net is made up of intersecting lines. Some of you need to catch this vision and catch this revelation, even as it relates to our Team Eagle, because the reason why some of you are not succeeding as you should succeed is simply because you're out there trying to do this business on your own. And that's not what this is all about. This is about network marketing, which means that even though I take personal ownership for my business, and nobody is going to determine how high I can rise in this business, that's my own personal responsibility. But the network part of it, the network component of it, that's such a blessing, is that there's so much that's involved with running your personal business that you don't have to be involved with Total Life Changes. And so all you got to do is plug into the system. All you got to do is become a part of the net. And guess what? The success that we're having as a company, because I'm telling you, over the last 12 months, it has just been absolutely phenomenal, the growth that we have been experiencing in our emerging company. Yes, we're not a fledgling company. We're not newbies on the field. We've been around now over 16 years. And so we have our footing firm on the ground, and I tell you, we are in our best season right now at Total Life Changes. If you're new to this company, if you're new to Team Eagle, I want to say to you that you have joined Total Life Changes at the best time ever. I believe that there are more exciting things that are going on at Total Life Changes now than have ever been going on before. And so you've got to plug into the net. The next thing is it's network, which means that even though you plug into the net, you're still going to have to work. All right. Nobody is going to build your success for you. You're going to have to put in some time. You're going to have to put in some effort. You're going to have to put in some energy in order for you to succeed at this company called Total Life Changes. And I want to suggest to you that it will work if you work it. Many of you that are part of my team, whereas I have some stars that are really doing well, that are really taking off well and really emerging. And I want to congratulate all of you. I tell you in particular, a young lady by the name of Crystal Tinker. She is just, I mean, on fire and doing really well as a part of our team. Of course, Shanique Miller has always been my right hand and one of the persons who have really been helping to spearhead Team Eagle and to take us in the direction that we want to go, and so many others of you. But again, there are others of you that have been lagging behind, that have really not been plugged in, first of all. And then secondly, not only are you not plugged in, but you're not working the business. We are in the business of direct sales, which means that if you are not talking to people about the products, if you do not have any products, I'll be honest with you, you really are a lot of energy, and I'm really not confident that you're going to be able to get the results that you desire from the energy that you are expending, because we are in a direct marketing sales, which means that as a network company, Total Life Changes expects you to be the channel through which their products get directly into the hands of the people that we consider to be our marketplace. So that's very, very important. You've got to take ownership for your business. But even though you take ownership for your business, you've got to work it. You've got to work it. It will work if you work it. But can I say this to you? Some of you, another problem that I see with a lot of persons who are part of this team is you're just not excited. I mean, you know, you're not excited. And could I say to you that people that are not excited, I don't really feel are going to do very well in this business, because you're again in the business of direct sales. If you are not excited about the products that you have for sale, then who do you expect to be excited about your phenomenal products? All right, excitement must begin. It must start with you. You've got to be the first, and that's why it's so important for you to be a product of the product. If you got teas and you're not even drinking any tea, you're not losing any weight, you're not detoxing, you're not experiencing that refreshing, cleansing feeling that comes from detoxing your system with our phenomenal detox tea, then when you speak about the tea to others, they're not going to be excited about it either. All right, you're going to have to get excitement. You're going to have to be excited about it first. And could I say this? I believe that people will buy into your excitement quicker than they will buy into your fact sheet. All right, you can do that, and you can take care, do with that whatever you desire. Now, again, there are others of you, and again, in Total Life Changes here in Team Eagle, we try to be a constant source of encouragement with giving you daily motivation, giving you daily empowerment, doing these training courses to try to give you the foundations that you need in order for you to excel in this business. But could I say to you, there's something very, very important that we must all understand here. I am a coach. I'm not just a coach here on Total Life Changes. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a coach. But here in this company, I'm a team leader of Team Eagle. I'm a team leader. I'm proud of that because I have a wonderful team. But could I say something to you? I found out something about coaching. Coaches only coach people who are in the game. Wow. I just said something so powerful just now. Coaches only coach players who are in the game, which means if you're not in the game, no matter what I'm doing as a coach, it's not going to benefit you. You've got to get involved. You got to plug in. It's network marketing. You've got to become a part of the system. Some of you, I've never seen you out to a Tuesday night meeting here in Nassau. We have Tuesday night meetings every Tuesday at 7 o'clock here in Nassau. I've never seen you. Some of you, you don't plug into the webinars. You don't communicate or exchange any information. I won't say that you're not a part of our chat group, but you're not connected to the chat group. You don't communicate. You don't say anything. You don't ever show any excitement about any of the products. I mean, we came from Atlanta the other day, and we downloaded onto the chat page. I mean, awesome breakthrough we have in our company. In the month, at the end of this month, they're going to begin shipping the instant ISO team. Man, listen, absolutely pioneering, groundbreaking. It is an absolute game changer. And some of you, I'm not going to say you didn't see it, but you didn't say anything. You didn't say, hey, that's exciting news, or, that's a great breakthrough, or even engage our chat group. Some of you, all you do is stalk all day long if you ever even pass through our TLC Team Eagle chat page. All right. And so again, if you're not excited about it, who do you expect is going to be excited about your particular product and about your business? All right. If you're not getting the coaching and training that you need in order to do well and excel in your TLC business, it's nobody's fault but yours. Every week we have training calls. I'm doing training calls. My upline, Dr. Helen Delahou, say, Clay, I tell you, she's on fire. She just shared a training call with us on Monday night about retailing. I'm telling you, absolutely mind-blowing. And you know what's so funny about this to me is that all of this we're doing is free of charge. All you've got to do is plug in and connect with the system. All right, I'm gonna let it go. So we are part of network marketing. That's what we are part of. This is a multi-level company, and you can go far. It's really just up to you. So you're an independent business owner. I is for independent. Let's talk about the B for a moment. B speaks for business. All right. TLC is not a hobby. Let me say that again. Total Life Changes is not, for some of you, the way you approach Total Life Changes is as if this is a hobby for you. Which means, see, a hobby is something that maybe, every now and then you do it, you like to do it. And so every now and then you get involved with it and, you participate in it. It's just a hobby. This is just something that I do. All right. TLC is not a hobby. It's a business. All right. When you are in business, you are not committed to that business based on how you feel. See, with a hobby, let me give an example. I'm a golfer. I love to golf. Golfing is my hobby. I am not a professional golfer. I do not play golf to feed my family. I play golf because it's something that I enjoy doing. I'm not necessarily the best at it, but I enjoy doing it. It is my hobby. Golfing is my hobby. So guess what? Some mornings I wake up, I feel like playing golf. Guess what I do? I grab my irons, my clubs, I go on the golf course and I play golf. There are some days I wake up, I don't feel like being out there in the sun. I don't feel like walking around. I don't feel like looking for no white balls when I hit a bad shot. And so guess what? I don't feel like it. Guess what I do? You know why? That's a hobby. Totally not a hobby. It's not something you do just because you feel like doing it. Some of you get up on Mondays, you feel like selling some tea. Some of you, by Wednesday, you don't want to be a part of the business anymore, or you're not motivated. Hey, this is a business, which means that you've got to approach it as a business. All right. If you're going to be in a business, and this is a business, if you're going to be in this business, you have to understand that this business is about direct sales. All right. Let me drop that on you because that's very, very important. This business is about direct sales. What that means then is that in the business of direct sales, you are the middleman between the person that you are buying wholesale from and the person that you are selling retail to. You, the middleman. Now, if you are in business doing direct sales and you have no product, pray tell me, what business are you in? It doesn't make any sense. I hope I'm making sense to you right now. So some of you, right off the bat, the reason you're not succeeding in this business is you have nothing to sell. You're in the direct sales business with nothing to sell. You don't even have a team that if somebody asks you right now about our flagship product and say, hey, I hear you are part of that tea company. I'd like to buy one from you. I've got $20. Could you sell me a tea now? No. You know what some of you got to do? You got to get on the phone. You got to call me. Hey, Apostle, do you have any tea? Of course I do. Hey, listen, man. Do you see the shirt I have on today? I live in beast mode. I'm always ready to sell tea. I'm always ready to sell product because I am in the business of direct sales. I have something that people want and people need. And the only way I'm going to be relevant is if I continue to be able to provide for those needs. Let me talk to those of you in particular here in Nassau. Listen, man, you got to know you've got people are not really interested about waiting 7 days in order to get something that you got them all excited about today. Most people are not going to wait 5 to 7 days to buy a product from you that you got them excited about today. It's not going to happen. Not here in Nassau. Maybe in some other places, maybe it does, but culturally, our people are not like that. If they hear about the product, you get them excited about the product, they want to buy it. All right. People are very impulsive when it comes to purchasing. And so you've got to have product. Now, I know where the problems can come in because all of you, you're starting right now with your list of excuses. Well, Ivory, I don't have $1,500 to buy a business pack with all of the product in it so that I can have all of the products. Well, I want to do well, but I had some product and it really wasn't moving like I wanted it to move. And so, I was a little apprehensive. Listen, man, you had 4 packs of tea. And the truth of the matter is, you didn't tell anybody about the tea. How do I know that you're not serious about this business? Because if you were drinking the tea, you would need to buy more tea. That's why I'm saying set your auto ship at 120, set it and forget it. For me personally, I've got done my monthly supply of my tea. I've got to have my Nutraverse, all right? And with my work schedule, I'm always running on that NRG. All right. For some others of you, you may have another product that you may need or but hey, just those 3 alone can give you an auto ship of 120 points and can keep you going personally. So if that's your stock for you, for your personal needs, obviously you're going to have to make an investment in order for you to have some product that you will be able to sell persons. And I want to suggest to you, listen, man, Rome wasn't built in a day. Instead of you sitting down and waiting for you to get $1,500, waiting for you to get $750, waiting on you to get $300 to buy a kit of some sort, listen, why don't you just make the $50 investment? Every one of you under the sound of my voice right now, you are able to make a $50 investment. I'm talking about separate and apart from your auto ship. Make that $50 investment, buy you a 4-pack of tea. Listen, man, you get out there and you start talking about this tea. All you got to do in order to sell that 4-pack is tell people about the 26 benefits they can experience just by simply detoxing by drinking a gallon of our tea. When you get through talking about getting rid of the parasites, when you get through talking about the high blood pressure, the lowering your cholesterol, we ain't even talking about losing 5 pounds in 5 days. Come on, man. Who's not going to want to buy your tea? But you got to have some tea in order for persons to buy tea from you. And so you're in a business. And I want to say to you guys, man, listen, you've got to start making an investment into your business. You've got to start investing in inventory. Now, here's what I've been suggesting to my team. If you don't have the kind of cash to invest $1,500, a couple $100 into your inventory. That's fine. Here's what I want you to do. Every Friday or every Monday, you purchase one product. Just one product. Most of our products range right between 45 to $60. One product every week. You just make it your business every week, whether that's a 4-pack of tea, whether that's a NutriBurst, whether that's an NRG, whether that's a emu oil, whatever it is. You just one product. And every week, every Friday, you purchase a new product. Guess what's going to happen? Well, if you're like me, that wouldn't happen, because as soon as I get product is going out the window. People are calling me every day. Hey, you got some tea, you got some emu oil, you got some, this, that, or the next. But I mean, for you guys, at least you'll be building your inventory so that because again, I'm trying to figure out, when you have your home parties, when you do your tea parties, when you do your presentations, what are you showing them? You have no product. You have nothing to sell them. You're exciting people about something that you can't deliver. And I want us to stop that. And so let's develop a system. And I'm telling you, if you just start with one product every week, what that will ensure is that every week you will have something to retail. Every week you will have something to retail. You know what that's also going to do? That's going to help you to start generating and turning over money. Because guess what? Let's say you buy a 4-pack of tea. You spend $40, $50 on that. You get it landed for $60. Let's say you sell that for $80. If you sell them 20 each, you just made $30. Now you can almost buy 2 packs of tea from that initial pack. After reselling that initial pack, you're now almost at the point where you can put another $10 for that, and you can double your inventory just by purchasing that 4-pack of tea and selling that 4-pack of tea. Now you already turning your inventory over and doubling your numbers. All right. Some of you got to make some investments. You need to invest in postcards. You need to invest in drop cards. Some of you, you need to take your social media game to the next level. Some of you started your Facebook page. Some of you on Instagram, on Twitter. All of that is good. But are you posting every day? Do you know that if you go to the Facebook page, TLC HQ, that every day there are new posts? I mean, our media department, because I told you we're in a net, which means that you don't even have to put all of this stuff together. Every day the media department is pushing out on that page, TLC HQ on Facebook. There are e-flyers and motivational quotes, all kinds of things that are there, that all you can do is you can easily save them to your phone, save them to your computer, whatever, and then you can post them, or just go and share it on your Facebook page if you're using Facebook. I'm using Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I mean, and so, you are technically savvy. And if you're not technically savvy, man, let your teenager or let one of your children do it for you. I promise you, they know how to get it done. You can go on that Facebook page. You can download some of those motivational and inspirational quotes, or some of the product information, or some of the testimonies. You post them up on your page, you post them on your Instagram, you post them in your WhatsApp groups, and let people know that you are an independent business owner with total life changes. People will only buy from you if they know that you are in the business and that you have product to sell. And so I'm going to leave that alone. All right. And I'm going to move on to my final point tonight before I sign off. I is for independent, B is for business, O is for owner. All right. Now, again, you're going to have to take ownership of your business. You're going to need to maintain a level of self-motivation. A whole lot of you, you're just allowing your energy just to sap your vision. You came into this business all excited and motivated. But again, part of the reason why you lost that motivation is simply because you became a part of a network marketing group, but you're out there trying to do it on your own. You've got to get reconnected to the group. You've got to get back on the WhatsApp. Every day you should be checking that WhatsApp group about 2 or 3 times a day. And when you check in, respond. Let us know that you're there. Every day, if you connected to me, you should be a part of my Facebook page. You should be on my Instagram. Every day I'm posting stuff every day in the WhatsApp chat. I'm posting stuff on Facebook. I'm posting stuff on Instagram that should keep you motivated, that will keep you inspired, that will keep you informed and empowered for you to do well in your business. All right. To be effective owner, you're going to need to be able to keep motivated, and you're going to also need to be able to motivate others. All right. That's going to be very important, because guess what? Some of you, if you're really going to succeed in this business, now there's some of you, you just want to do some little retail sale, make a little additional cash every week, and that's fine if that's your goal, to just make an extra 100, 200 a week. And for some people, that's a game changer. I mean, you know, $800 a month just for selling some tea. Hey, come on, man. That's a game changer for some people. The truth of the matter is, you got folks who working 40 hours a week and making $800 a month. All right, let's leave that alone. I'm not going there tonight. All right, but here you are with this tremendous opportunity. But if you're going to succeed in TLC, you're going to have to learn the system. You're going to have to connect with these webinars. You're going to have to connect with me. You're going to have to come out to the meetings. You're going to have to plug into the system, because you are an owner. An owner. You are not an employee here. You are a business ownership for your business. All right. Your success will produce the lifestyle you desire, and you will be able to manage your time as opposed to having others manage it for you. And that's one of the things I like about being a business owner. I manage my time. I do what I want to do when I want to do it, for the most part, because why? Because I'm a business owner, and so I set my schedule, my time. If I have things come up, my kids or other things that I need to do, I can build my business around those things. I can make balance in my life, with my family, with my faith, with my church, and with my business, because I'm an owner. I own this business. All right. I mean, I don't own the whole company, but I own the business. I own the business well enough to be able to manage my time, determine when I'm going to do presentations, determine when I'm going to go on the road and make sales, determine when I'm going to share this opportunity, determine when I'm going to sit down and do these webinars. It's simply because I'm managing my own time. So you're a business owner, and you've got to take to do that. Listen, you can succeed in this business, and you can do well. It will work if you work it, but you've got to be prepared to make an investment. And so you've got to take ownership over your time and over your success in this company. No one can determine the level of success. It's completely up to you. And so it's very, very important that you plug in and that you go ahead and do what you need to do. IBO, Independent Business Owner. All right. And so I wanted to drop those nuggets on you tonight. I'm going to close just with some announcements. This is a phenomenal weekend for us. We have the #1 female network marketer in the world right now that's going to be in Nassau on this Friday and this Sunday. And she's making herself available to us for some phenomenal training. And she's going to be doing 2 opportunity presentations to help us to close our business partners. Listen, I don't know if you guys understand the magnitude of having Wellington, yes, Wellington, here in Nassau, Bahamas. But it is absolutely exciting for me. I can't wait. I've not really personally met her. I have seen her on Instagram and Facebook and on YouTube. She's all over YouTube. I've watched her trainings, but I've not had the opportunity to shake her hand or to rub shoulders with her. And I'm looking forward to it this coming Friday. She's going to be having our team, one of our teams here is going to be hosting her, Minister Chantel Varens Pratt. She's going to, along with Twyla Portis is going to be here as well. Talking about Stormy, almost forgot about Twyla. Twyla Portis, she is one of the leading persons in our company, Total Life Changes. Absolutely phenomenal leader, phenomenal business owner. There's so much we can learn from these 2 giants in this network marketing industry and in this company, Total Life Changes. So I want to encourage every one of you that are part of my group, Team Eagle in particular. I want to encourage you to plan now. There's going to be an executive luncheon that's going to be on Friday, and it's going to be at 12:30. If you need more details about that, tickets are on sale. It's not free. There is a fee for it. and you need to get your ticket tomorrow if you're going to be a part of that, because they're not going to be selling tickets on Friday. And so tickets are on sale. I do have some tickets. If you want to get some from me, you can do that. For that executive luncheon, Stormy Wellington is going to be there. Twyla Portis is going to be there for that executive luncheon. If you have guests that you would like to be a part of that luncheon, that you would like to sponsor and maybe buy a ticket for a special guest that you've been trying to close. Listen, we've got the closers here with us. They're going to help us to close some clients this weekend, and some customers and some potential new business owners, and help us to build our teams to take us to the next level. Listen, you can always learn from those who are succeeding. Success leaves secrets, and all you've got to do is if you hang around successful people, if you keep company with successful people, I promise you, I know what your future looks like. Success is going to come your way, and so you want to make sure and be there on Friday. Then we're having Super Sunday this coming Sunday. It's going to be at the Malia Hotel. It's going to be at the Malia Hotel right here in Nassau, Bahamas. It begins at 4 p.m. sharp. You want to make sure and be there. If you are planning to attend, I just want to remind you, as an IBO, there is a $10 registration fee for the event, which is absolutely nothing. And but for all of your guests are absolutely free. And so you can bring as many guests as you want, and they pay absolutely nothing to be a part of this phenomenal experience. So I want to encourage all of my teammates to let's go ahead, let's invite, and let's get persons to come out on Friday. Join me. I'm going to be there on Friday. I'm going to be there on Sunday, and I'm inviting to try to get as many persons as I can out to our executive lunch on Friday and out to our Super Sunday event on Sunday coming at the Malia Hotel. Once again, Twyla Portis is going to be here. Stormy Wellington is going to be here doing the presentation, and they're going to be doing some training to help equip us and empower us so that we can take our business to the next market. I believe that it's time for us in the Bahamas to go all the way up. The way we're going to do that is we're going to have to spend this time to do what we're doing today, to learn, and then let's come out on Friday, let's come out on Sunday, let's learn a little more, let's invite some guests to be with us so that while we're learning, we can also be earning. And I tell you, let's see our numbers spike over the next several days. So again, Ivory Johnson here. I hope that what we have shared today has been inspirational to you. And it has been information that really you can use to help to take your business to the next level. That's what we're here for. We want to help you win. We want to win together. And I know that whenever we allow teamwork to be a part of what we do here at TLC, someone smarter than I am once said that teamwork makes the dream work. And so we want to keep the dream alive. 1,000 families. I believe that we can do it. I know we can do it. I believe in you. I do believe you believe in me. And so again, this is our year of miracles. We're in our best season. This is the best window for us to do well over the next 90 days. I'm going to be doing a training again, probably on the weekend or maybe on Saturday. You stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a training because we had a very, very powerful training from Dale Calvert, and I'll just show you some of the information that I have here from him that is just so absolutely phenomenal. Just sitting and listening to the training that he provided, it was absolutely phenomenal. So see, I have my notes here, and then I also created a chart that I want to share, and I want to go through this process with my teammates. Some of you are not able to plug in. These are type notes, y'all. So you know these are not written notes. These are type notes that I took from that training. And then one of the things that he gave us was a 90-day success sheet game plan. This is what I did, but I went ahead and I blew it bigger. And I want to get my entire team to go through this process with me. I know you can't see it. The print is in green, but what I did was I went ahead and I created a big sheet. Let me tell you what it says. It's the 90-day success sheet game plan for the next 90 days. This is how we're going to succeed. All we've got to do is answer some basic questions. And by answering these questions, we'll come up with the information that we need to succeed. It's an absolute genius strategy. I want to share it with you. I'll probably do it on Saturday, but I don't have time to do it tonight. First of all, we want to find out our wins and achievements. We want to look at those things that we have confidence and momentum, and then we want to see what's new for the next 90 days. I'll explain all of those. We put those 4 items down, and then guess what? We come up with our strategy. If you're going to succeed, you need a strategy. And we don't have to recreate the plan, but the plan is there for us. All we've got to do is plug in. So again, Ivory Johnson here. I hope that I've helped you over the last hour. It has been my pleasure to serve you on tonight. I want to say special kudos to my upline, Dr. Helen Delhuse Clay. Phenomenal leader. Her and her awesome husband, Dr. Edward Clay. I tell you, 2 business partners that I really enjoy doing business with, and sitting under their mentorship, learning what I can earn, what I earn. And so again, Team Eagle, we know that this is our time, this is our season. We are in network marketing, which means we've got to come in together, we've got to plug in to the system, and if we work it, it'll work. If we work it, but we got to work it together. Amen. We are better together. I need you and you need me. And so let's win. Let's win. All right. We've got some phenomenal things lined up for the weekend. Invite. Let's get people out. And I promise you, I believe if you get them out, you're going to have a high percentage of those that are going to sign up on the weekend and jumpstart. For some of you, get you binary qualified. For others of you, start to get you making that residual money that you really came into this company to make. And so again, Ivory Johnson here, Team Eagle Leader, signing out. And once again, I declare, I'll see you at the top. If I don't see you at the top, I will see you from the top. Have a blessed night.